Ahead of the iPhone 16 Pro introduction, there was evidence that indicate the gadget has been shooting 8K video in testing. This functionality wasn't accessible on the final device, and it wasn't totally surprising since the 12 megapixels telephoto lens would have maxed at 4K, resulting to a jarring experience for customers. But with the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max anticipated to gain a 48 megapixels boost on its telephoto lenses, it appears like the ability will finally be unlocked on this year's models. On Weibo, the leak of fixed focus digital appeared to corroborate what was predicted last year. The pertinent portion, although crudely machine translated, reads, "With 8K in your hand, iPhone 17 series should expect more." Fixed focus digital has a history of being accurate with Apple predictions, most notably in getting the name of the iPhone 16e right back when many were still calling it the iPhone SE4. Despite the clunkiness of the translation, one element appears clear. This isn't going to be a Pro-exclusive feature, and will instead be accessible to both the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Air 2. On one side, it makes perfect sense. Without a telephoto lens holding it back, and with essentially the same technology, the iPhone 16 could likely shoot 8K today. It would simply appear weird for the cheaper phone to have an edge over its Pro brothers. On the other hand, we shouldn't count on this. Even if the lesser iPhone 17 models can theoretically accomplish this, it could make sense for Apple to artificially limit it to the Pro version as another inducement to upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro. The border between Pro and non-Pro iPhone has grown a little muddy in recent years, as illustrated by the fact the slogan on our own iPhone 16 review is "No More Pro Envy." Given that the gap is projected to fall even further this year, with all iPhone 17 models scheduled to feature 120Hz displays for the first time, Apple would definitely appreciate any upsell-friendly distinction. There's certainly a question mark about how large an upsell 8K recording truly is. Despite 8K TVs being accessible for some time, outside of YouTube, virtually little content being generated to take advantage. Of course, the most popular smartphone in America acquiring the capacity to make 8K video might be precisely the type of push that the greatest 8K TVs need to start selling in substantial numbers. Multiple sources have stated that the iPhone 17 Pro models might sport a redesigned rear camera configuration. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are rumored to adopt a horizontal camera bar reminiscent of Google's Pixel series, and this bar is expected to span the width of the device's back, housing the triangular triple camera setup on the left, and the flash, microphone, and LiDAR sensor on the right. It's typically the case with electronics that high-end capabilities trickle down to the lesser versions gradually, and you see this in miniature with Apple's iPhone Pro and normal iPhone handsets. Face ID, Dynamic Island, and the Action button are all perks that started as expensive additions, before coming on the base iPhones, and it sounds like promotion will be joining them with the iPhone 17. This is a rumor that's arisen a number of times in the last few months, and has now been backed by Bloomberg's well-connected Apple expert, Mark Gurman. In the latest edition of his Power On newsletter, Gurman believes that the basic iPhone 17 will get the Pro Motion display enhancement, providing for smoother scrolling and animation. Pro Motion, Apple's own branding for its 120Hz screens, has been a feature of the premium iPhone line since the iPhone 13 Pro appeared in 2021. So yet, it has stubbornly remained a Pro-only feature, with even last year's iPhone 16 sticking with a 60Hz display. Aside from the iPhone 14 carrying the same CPU as the iPhone 13, a tactic to make the Pro versions appear more tempting, Apple always delivers its new smartphones a performance improvement between generations. This year, the iPhone 17 Pro is predicted to gain from a generational jump to the A19 CPU. While this is no longer projected to be the first chip created utilizing the 2nm technology, chipmaker TSMC will be presenting a new N3P process to boost transistor density. The conclusion is we may look forward to greater performance and efficiency, but it's not evident just how large of a lift we'll get yet. Historically, a new CPU gives between a 10 and 20% performance gain in iPhones, so hopefully this will be on the top end. Added to this is the notion that the iPhone 17 Pro series will both get vapor chamber cooling. This suggests that both phones will be able to handle a significant processing load without overheating, indicating performance may gain a substantial increase. The efficiency boost may contribute to a longer battery life, but a more major change may be afoot when it comes to charging. The full iPhone 17 family is anticipated to include 35-watt cable charging, quite a leap from the stated 20-watt rates supplied now. The adjective official is doing some heavy lifting there, however. Historically, iPhones have charged faster than advertised, with the iPhone 13 Pro Max capable of 27-watt rates back in 2021. Nonetheless, an official upgrade would still be nice, since the iPhone has fallen behind other handsets in terms of charging speeds. And while this is nowhere like the 100-watt charging delivered by the OnePlus 13, it should still be a big jump. With Apple Intelligence pushing a jump in RAM for the conventional iPhone 16 last year, it seems like the iPhone 17 Pro devices will be getting an upgrade of their own in 2025. The expert Jeff Pu thinks that both the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max smartphones will surpass 12 gigs RAM this year, giving them 4 gigs more than the current versions have. However, another analyst, Ming-Chi Kuo, has previously said that he anticipates this would only apply to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which would surely be irritating for people who enjoy a smaller smartphone. The iPhone 16 Pro boasts 3 back cameras. Both the main and ultra-wide lenses give 48 megapixels, although the 5x telephoto lens is confined to 12 megapixels. According to expert Jeff Pu, this is planned to modify in 2025 with a zoom lens matching the others with 48 megapixels. Despite the thinness of the iPhone 17 Air, the device will support MagSafe, according to a reputable Chinese leaker. The leaker indicated that all 4 iPhone 17 models this year will allow MagSafe for magnetic wireless charging and magnetic accessories. Apple eliminated MagSafe from the low-end iPhone 16e, which generated some question whether the technology would exist in the iPhone 17 Air. The small smartphone will lack a physical SIM card slot, and instead rely completely on digital eSIM technology, according to Ming-Chi Kuo. In the US, all iPhone 14, iPhone 15, and iPhone 16 models lack a physical SIM card tray already. However, all iPhones sold in other countries still have one for now. The removal of a SIM card port in all forthcoming iPhone 17 models internationally has been previously anticipated, but it is not clear how the devices will be sold in the Chinese market, where the employment of eSIMs in smartphones is not presently authorized. Taken together, the purported adjustments give a persuasive reason for waiting off on your update. Compared to the current Apple flagship, the iPhone 17 Pro is touted to operate better, give higher telephoto capture and charge faster. The new look, if not to everyone's taste, also readily separates it from current iPhones. And there's plenty of time for future disagreements to make themselves known. The iPhone 17 isn't planned to arrive until September, so we'd anticipate leaks to unveil additional fascinating advancements in the weeks and months to come. Next, Apple is planned to introduce its iPhone 17 series in September 2025, and with the standard Pro and Pro Max varieties, the business is rumored to offer an all-new ultra-slim iPhone 17 Air. Leaks have already shed light on some of its notable features, including a brand new design, a larger display size, the company's in-house 5G modem, and the newest A19 chipset. Here's what we know so far about this newest entry to the iPhone 17 series. The iPhone 17 Air is anticipated to be Apple's tiniest iPhone ever, with a thickness between 5.5mm and 6.25mm, even thinner than the 6.9mm iPhone 6. Its elegant design may threaten the iPad Air, yet its ultra-slim shape may come with major technological compromises. Still, the design is likely to be a key selling element, giving a different look compared to previous iPhone 17 variants. Unlike the 3-lens systems on the Pro and Pro Max models, or even the dual-lens system on the base model, the iPhone 17 Air may boast a single 48-megapixel rear camera set in a large, horizontal camera bar. While it won't feature capabilities like optical zoom, it should nonetheless deliver decent performance for routine photography. Earlier theories expected a top-centered camera, but Apple can still surprise us with the final design. The iPhone 17 Air is said to sport a 6.6-inch to 6.7-inch display, making it larger than the conventional iPhone 17 but smaller than the 17 Pro Max. This, along with its thin dimensions, may make it an intriguing middle ground for clients who seek a large screen without the bulk. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to be the second iPhone to have Apple's in-house 5G modem chip, following the iPhone 16e. This CPU is designed to replace Qualcomm's technology and deliver speeds of up to 4 GB per second. While it won't allow millimeter wave 5G, the inclusion of Apple's own modem chip may represent a huge step forward in the company's aim to minimize dependency on third-party components. Whether this CPU will be the same as the one in the iPhone 16e or an entirely new iteration remains to be seen. To keep costs low, the iPhone 17 Air is likely to depend on the standard A19 CPU instead of the more powerful A19 Pro chip projected for the Pro models. This suggests drastically lower performance, but it may help position the Air as a more inexpensive alternative in the iPhone 17 range. So, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates on the latest technology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.